everyone, and welcome to Tuesday's maths lesson. Today we're going to be doing some measuring. So some words that we're going to be looking at when we're talking about measuring is longer. So I would like you to have a look at these blocks. So I have a tower of blue blocks and a tower of green blocks. Which tower is longer? That's right, the green tower is longer. So we could say that the green tower is longer than the blue tower. Another word when we're measuring length or height is shorter. So have a look at these two lighthouses. Let's compare their lengths. Which one is shorter? That's right. This lighthouse is shorter. Oh, here's that word equal. We talk about equal all the time. It's a really important word in maths, isn't it? We know about equal because we talk about the equal sign. Who remembers what equals mean? That's right, the same amount as. So you can see here that there's a shoe and there's a ruler, and they are the same length. They are equal. So when we first begin to learn about measurement, we don't use rulers and we don't use tape measures. We use other objects, it's what we call informal units. So I would like you to pause the video for a moment and think to yourself, well, if I can't use a ruler to measure something, what could I use? So for example, just think you want to measure the height or the length of a desk. Can't use a ruler, so what could you use to measure it? Press pause, have a little think to yourself about some objects that you might have at home or at school. Think about what you could use to measure. And once you think you have the answer, press play and I'll show you just some examples. Said previously, when we first begin to learn about measuring, we don't use rulers or tape measures. We use other objects. So some things that you can use to measure could be cubes. We've got lots of those in the classroom. They're a really good tool to use for measuring. You could use pencils. So you could say that the table is 5 pencils long, for example. You could also use books. So you might say the boy is 6 books tall. So these are all examples of units or objects that you can use while measuring. Okay, so we're going to go on a little measuring hunt now. So your target item is your hand. So you need to go on a little hunt around your house, or if you're at school in the classroom, and find an items that are shorter than your hand, items that are longer than your hand, and items that are equal. So see what you find. You can draw pictures of them. So your target item is your hand. So pause the video now. Go and look at your hands, go and find some things that are shorter, longer, and equal. And once you've done that, press play and we'll move on to the next one. Now your target item is a shoe. So go and find something that is shorter than your shoe, longer than your shoe, and something that is equal, the same as your shoe. Press pause, go and do that, and then come back and press play and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, now your target item is a book. So go around your house and find something that is shorter than your book, longer than a book, and equal, the same as a book. Well done, Year 1. You've done a really good job with your measuring today and thinking about what the words longer than, shorter than, and equal means. Fantastic.